Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are going to take you on a walk down the beautiful beach here in the Boardwalk area, and we are actually going to fill you in on everything we know to this point about Hurricane Erin, its impacts for Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, and what you can expect based on the current forecast. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything in Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. So as you can see, it's not too bad of a day. We got a few clouds here, but a little blue skies. It started off perfectly sunny, but of course a few clouds have moved in. That's just this time of the year. That has nothing to do with the coming hurricane. It's way too soon for anything from that. So I am getting a ton of questions on social media, on our YouTube videos, asking about Hurricane Erin and what it's going to do here. First of all, I just want to preface this by saying even the best meteorologist does not know for sure. It is too soon. There's no way to know with 100% certainty what it is going to do. But using science, they make some predictions. But if those of you who have been around a while, you know those predictions are frequently wrong. So this could take a turn. It could be totally different. Myrtle Beach could end up in its direct path. But as of right now, they are saying it is going to stay hundreds of miles out to sea. What it is going to do in this area, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to get right to it. Again, this is as of the moment of this recording. And actually, let me tell you what time it is. It is 9:49 a.m. on Saturday. This is Saturday, the 16th of August. And so as of this exact moment, the prediction is starting next week. It's very vague about when because I just don't think they know. Some forecasts I see say we'll start seeing effects Monday. Some say Wednesday. I've seen every day under the sun. But let's just say possibly early next week, we will get some high waves. I think Wednesday is sort of when they think we're going to get the highest waves. They're talking about the wave height being, I've seen everything from 6 to 12 feet. The common seems to be 6 to 8 feet. But like I said, every moment I check, it changes. Those are some big waves. I mean, those are some really big waves. I'm not trying to downplay it, but this is nothing like having a hurricane that's going to make a direct hit or even be close. Not the same thing. The big warning I want to give is you don't want to be swimming here next week. They are predicting life-threatening rip currents. I wouldn't be surprised if they close the beach to swimming. When I say close the beach, so I don't know if you can see if that lifeguard has flags. They have a red flag. That's just a warning. When you see a double red flag or a no swimming flag, that they call it that the beach is closed. That doesn't mean you can't come down here and sit on the beach. The beach is still open. That's just what they call it. It just means you cannot swim. The lifeguards will make you get out if you get in the water. Now, I've had people ask me, can you wade? I think that's up to the lifeguard. I've seen lifeguards let people wade when the beach is closed. Like I said, that's what they call it. When the beach is closed, I've seen other lifeguards not let people set a foot in the water. So I think that's going to vary depending on how strict the lifeguard is. So if you are coming here next week, are you going to have impacts? Probably. I mean, no one can say for sure at this time, not even the experts. And so I don't want to mislead you. I am not an expert. I am not a weather person. I am just literally telling you what I am reading on the weather. So my biggest recommendation would be to keep up with the national weather. Normally, I would recommend watching a local channel, but when it comes to hurricanes, check the National Hurricane Center for maps and updates. They have good maps that kind of show you when the wind is going to come, and that gives you an idea of when the hurricane will be affecting this area. It gives you a timeline, and that's when it sort of, to me, looks like around Wednesday may be the worst for this area of next week. But also, do check the local weather as well. I just haven't seen the level of coverage on the local weather as I have at the national level. Maybe because it's not going to be a huge impact here. Maybe that's why they're not covering it the way you would expect. But we usually check WPDE and WMBF. And they both have weather apps. And those are the two we use locally. But then we also use, just like everybody else, Weather Channel, Underground, AccuWeather. These are the national ones. So I would use a mixture of both if you're coming to town. Now, you're going to ask me, should I still come to town? I would say that depends. I would say if you can't get your money back, what do you have to lose? Like if you're in a situation where you can't get your money back, might as well come, because if it was me personally, I would still come. But I would not expect to be able to swim in the ocean. You can still swim in your pool, but just in case, Maybe they'll still allow swimming. And this is my personal opinion. Even if they allow it, I would not do it next week. I would not do it. Rip currents are so dangerous. People underestimate them. I would not do it, and I certainly wouldn't let my children swim next week. I just wouldn't do it. It's not worth the risk. It's just not. There's pools. There's other ways to swim. You still enjoy the sand, still enjoy sitting out on the beach. So I just wouldn't do the swimming next week. So it just depends on how important those things are to you. They are not expecting a storm surge. I've seen them say maybe some minor flooding or something, but nothing major. But if you are in a hotel that has a parking deck, it's always a good idea to park on an upper deck. When they're gonna have big waves like this, why not? Why not use the upper deck? But as far as canceling your trip, wow, I cannot make that call for you. I can tell you, we have near and dear family coming to visit this week that are staying in an oceanfront hotel, and they're still coming. So there's that. But you know, that's just their personal decision. We can't make that decision for you. You'll have to make that decision for yourself. So let us know in the comments. Also, by the way, if this video is helpful to you, please give it a like. That really helps other people find our video, and we greatly appreciate that. But also let us know, are you coming next week? Let us know in the comments below. Or were you coming and did you cancel? Are you rescheduling? If you're rescheduling, when did you reschedule your trip to? And definitely, if you have any other questions that I didn't cover, let us know those. We will do our best to answer them. But I just want to give you the heads up, you know, just like I mentioned before, that I'm not an expert. I'm not a weather person. I do live here, but that's the extent. I don't know any more than you can get from watching the weather. I mean, that's how I got all the information that I gave you, and nothing in this video is a guarantee. Absolutely nothing, because even the weather people cannot make guarantees. So I can't tell you whether it's a good week to come or not. Unfortunately, I wish I could. I wish I could tell you, yep, it's great, come on down, but I can't say for sure. But I personally would not recommend canceling. I mean, the family that's coming is, you know, near and dear to my heart, and so if I was worried, I would tell them, you know, not to come. Now, driving definitely makes it easier because you can always turn around your car and leave if you need to. If you're flying down, that definitely makes it, you know, a little more of a concern if you're coming from further away. But anyway, those are just all personal decisions. We hope this has helped. We hope this helped answer some questions, and absolutely we will keep you posted. If anything happens next week that we need to film and report, we will definitely do that. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. We are Carmen and Brian on Instagram, and also on Facebook. On Instagram, we post little videos here and there, so you may get more quicker information on Instagram than on anything else. We post some photos that go over to Facebook. The videos are supposed to as well, but for some reason people don't seem to see the videos on Facebook, but they definitely see the little videos that we put out, the short videos. So we're gonna go past this pier. By the way, this is the 14th Avenue Pier here. So we're gonna go past this pier here, and then we're gonna show you the difference. So I get this question a lot. I'll be walking down here and they're like, where are all the people? And I know you saw some people, but they're always over in front of the hotels. And also, like I said, this is in the morning. It's still before 10 a.m. There's a lot of people that don't come out on the beach this early. They just don't. They, you know, go get pancakes. We have more pancake houses per capita than any city in the United States, I think. That's not an official statistic. That's just me making a joke, but it certainly seems like it. But as you look further down the beach, I can't zoom with this camera. It's just tons of people. It's the further down you get from the boardwalk, the more people you get. So when I film at the boardwalk, that's actually the least amount of people, but also part of it is the time of day for sure. The heat index is going to be in the hundreds today, and so I wanted to get out early because walking on the beach definitely generates quite a bit of heat in this blazing sun. If you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.